We're on our way to Skokie Lagoons, located in Skokie, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago.
60 kilometers is 45 miles an hour.
With me is Catfish Deltino, a good friend of mine. I've known him for over 10 years. When it comes to catfishing, this guy knows his stuff.
I came back.
Skokie Lagoon has always been a great spot for catfish, says local fishermen. With channel cats getting between 10 and 15 pounds on average, fishermen flock from all over to get their chance at a monster cat. Got the cooler. We getting something today, baby. Catfish Killers in the building. Outside the building. in the forest preserve. Huh?
Easy. We should have went to Marquette Park. Or either over there.
Even with the perfect weather conditions, the right time of day, and all the right bait, Deltino is having second thoughts about Skokie. Some of the prime catfish spots are difficult to get to. You have to have the right clothing on. Ticks, mosquitoes, and other insects, not to mention the wildlife, are all over.
I've always been wanting to do this.
Yeah, years.
All right.
We finally made it to the first spot, next to a small dam with plenty of running water, a prime catfish area.
I caught a 24-pound channel cat right here. We're in Skokie Lagoons right now, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can get some nice cats today. Catfish Jeezus, Catfish Deltino.
Biggest one I caught was a 15-pounder on that side.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what we can get today. All right, let's get to it.
Every fisherman has their go-to rig, depending on what kind of fish they're trying to catch and what body of water they're fishing in. Today, we're using the Carolina rig.
What I'm using here to set up Carolina rig, 3-pound weight per turn. That way it slide up and down. And also, this is like a 20-pound test now, so I'm ready to catch a shark.
A good rule of thumb when using stink bait, let it solidify before you cast it out. You can achieve this by holding it in the water for at least 10 to 15 seconds before tossing your line. After you do this, most of your bait will stay on the tube and hold a lot longer in the water.
My life. Right.
Not one of those rocks, that thing's a big one.
We got our poles set out right now. Using some, what is this, Team Catfish Secret 7. Caught a lot of fish on that. Shout out to y'all. This catches a lot of fish. Yeah, now it's the waiting game. That's about it. See if we can get something.
It's all about waiting. It's been an hour without a single bite.
Saying wait for these fish to bite, man.
Debris is littered everywhere at Skokie from previous fishermen.
Clean up after yourselves. Clean up after yourselves.
After a bait change, another 45 minutes goes by without a single bite. Deltino and me are ready to pack up and move to the next spot.
Where do you want to go? If right where we're at. So this way.
The jokes.
So if this is 8 foot right here, this is the road right here, and then this is that parking right across the street.
Oh, well, we go right there. I would set up camp right here, and we put a tent right here, and then he could go across the lake and fish up over here, and then right here where we could we want to take a crap, we dig a hole.
You can find a depth chart for almost any body of water online.
So this is 4, here goes 5 right here. So now here's 5. So we'd have to come off this road and then take a left right there at Forest Way. And then that'll have us drive up. Let's see, what time is it? 1:39. We're gonna change the bait one more time, and then we're gonna move from this spot over there past the boat ramps. You can't see it, but we're gonna see if we can stab something over there. Cool.
Another 45 minutes goes by without a single bite. I do one more bait change for good luck.
Wipe that stuff on there. Got a good feeling about that one right there. Let's see if I'm right. What do we have out here?
We got sunfish, bluegill.
No, I'm saying, what do we have for bait out here? What do you have on yours?
Well, we got worms. We got Sonny's channel cat, stink bait from High Tech, Fish Tech.
On Dempster.
On Dempster.
Right.
We also got bluegill, cut up big bluegill, and worms.
Secret 7. Got Secret 7 out there. So, hey, you can see how we got everything lined up. You know, then, yeah.
Right now, not just biting yet. So, we're going to pack it up. Good rule of fishing. If not just hitting and not the biting, keep it moving. Don't just stay in one spot.
Another 10 minutes and we'll pack it up and move to the next spot.
And we out.
Hey, look at this. Hey, Josh. Hey, look, something's nibbling over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and play with those fish.
Another 10 minutes goes by. Now it's time to change spots.
Can't get nothing at this spot. So, on to the next spot.
The next spot is about 200 yards away over by the boat dock. Off to the left-hand side, there's a small area where catfish have been known to hang out at. It's the same spot that Deltino caught that 15-pound channel. The next spot looks promising. The biggest challenge that we're gonna face here is trying to avoid the kayakers. It's a Saturday, so there's plenty of people out in Skokie Lagoon.
I like somewhere over there, right?
Catfish love areas like this. These small corners and banks, they can ambush all the small bait fish. You can usually find a school of catfish about 30 to 40 yards out.
First cast going up.
I'm looking for a different tube. The tube that I had on wasn't holding the bait the way that I wanted. Deltino has a bunch of different tubes, so I'm gonna borrow one from him.
Like a kid in the candy store. See this?
After I find the tube that I think will hold the bait correctly, it's time to recast.
Right off the bank, baby. New spot. Let's see if we can get something here.
Now, once again, it's a waiting game. An hour goes by without a single bite. Another 45 minutes go by and not a single bite. Deltino and me are growing restless. There's more kayakers in the area, and it's proven to be more of a challenge than we hoped for. After the kayakers move on, we stay for another 45 minutes without a single bite. The catfish at Skokie are not biting today. It's time to pack up and move to the next spot.
Some days you catch them, some days you don't. So we're about to switch our spot, go out to Marquette Park. Marquette Park. Hopefully catch some out there.
Marquette Park is located around 70th and Kedzie in Chicago, Illinois. Deltino has caught some big catfish out there. The smallest one that he's ever seen was between 3 and 4 pounds. So we're going out there and see if we can land some big ones. The spot that Deltino has chosen is his favorite spot in Marquette Park. It's located right next to a bridge. It's right off the bank, and it has a great opening to where those catfish can ambush those little bait fish. The sun is starting to set, so that means the bait fish are going to try to hide. The catfish are going to be on a prowl and try to ambush them right in this corner.
Is that a dam right there?
Yeah.
Does it go all the way down?
Huh?
Go all the way down?
Yeah.
The dam?
As you can see, the other side of the bank is maybe only 20 feet away, so you don't have to cast it out very far, and it doesn't give those bait fish very much room to run. During the day, catfish aren't very active. It's during the evening times that they start feeding. If you keep an eye out on the water as you're getting ready and setting up, you'll be able to see if there's any type of movement, any type of action, or any type of fish jumping.
Let me try some of the Sonny's.
See which one.
I'm gonna use this stick. Just a little like baby spoon. Right.
Hey, you know my line's going over there, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Let's go at the bridge.
That's where I'm going. Now we got all avenues covered. Something should hit now. Come on, Marquette Park.
It's back to waiting. The main thing about catfishing is all about patience. Some days you catch them, some days you don't. "45 minutes has gone by since we've set up.
Get dark. That's Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
It's been about an hour and a half since we set up and there hasn't been a bite yet. If we get a bullhead, that's a good sign because where there's bullheads, there's channels.
For like those fishing shows, they having lights and all that. You smelling that, right?
Once in a while when the breeze blows, it comes.
Ain't no ain't right now.
Mike, you eat them grits before they get cold and go to school. What was that? Mike, you eat them grits before they get cold. Eat them. That's a channel.
No, that's a yellow bullhead.
That's a little baby channel. But why you take all that worry, man? I should throw you out there so something bigger can catch you. So hook 'em. Nah.
You want to show them the camera or no? You fine.
That's a good sign. If the little cats are starting to bite, that means the big ones are right behind them. All it's gonna take is a little patience.
Hey, yo, Deltino.
What up?
Where the is the fish?
I don't know. Out of Skokie. They're out of Skokie. Where you left them on. They start biting at like 8, 9 o'clock. Have patience.
We got a couple hits.
Virtue.
Couple hits, but that ain't... Man, we need some fish.
I caught a little one. I had to throw him back. He was too small.
We need some fish. It's 8:03.
Uh-oh, that's their signal. That's their food. They're like, oh. Every time they hear the ambulance, it's time to eat. Check right here.
Yeah, if we could stay out on them. You know what? We should go someplace like... We should go
Wisconsin, I'll be up
Right.
Oshkosh.
But since it's like, it's getting winter, we should go someplace warm. Like Mississippi or Louisiana. I'm saying something like that down there.
I didn't know turtles hibernate. They slow their heart rate down, they play dead. I thought the turtle died. He wouldn't move, laid out, stretched out. But he's a warm-blooded mammal. I didn't keep a light on him. I didn't know nothing about turtles at the time. I was a little kid. So anyway, I take him out in the backyard and I bury him. And I looked in the encyclopedia. That's when we had the encyclopedia stuff, not Google stuff. We had encyclopedia. So I got my encyclopedia and I looked it up and found out that turtles go into a deep sleep. So I ran back outside and some gone. He had dug himself up and walked away. I saw his little prints. So he played dead on me and got away.
Something moved out there. See it?
Yeah, the ripple.
Yeah.
And then, out of nowhere,
Watch my phone, Mike.
his pole dips, and now the fight is on.
Told you, trust me.
Bring it straight to me. Where's he at? I see him. Got him. Oh, yeah. Marquette Park strikes. Marquette Park strikes.
Nice.
The nice one. Yeah. Marquette Park strikes.
Told you that.
Deltino. Deltino on the
Catfish
first one.
Killer.
Catfish Killers, baby.
Told you that's how you do it.
Took all day, but we got one. Yeah. There you go. Nice channel cat. Let's pull him out.
After 3 different locations and patiently waiting, trying different types of bait, we finally get
Ooh,
one.
that's some good eating. I got it. Oh,
He's not going to slip. He's not going to slip.
Hooked them real nice. Watch
I got the channel catfish. Probably about 4 pounds, maybe. You need the needle nose?
Yeah.
Needle nose are right over there. I guess I could talk about this a little bit. So you can tell a channel catfish right here by the grayish, silverish color that they have. Most channel catfish have these little spots, these little black spots on them. That's another way you can tell too. And also, the forked tail right here is another good indication that that's a channel catfish.
This is a nice looking catfish. Great color, great size. This could only mean one thing. There's more in there.
You got it.
There you go. Put it in.
So right here, channel cats, they got these little spikes right here on their fins. You always want to watch out for that. They also have this top spike on their dorsal fin right here. It's really hard, really bony, but it's easy to push down. Same thing on this side, more bony spikes. So when you hold them, when you're holding them, you want to push down on this spike right here and hold them
Let me get them.
by one of their spikes right here. One in the cooler, baby.
Take a picture.
If you're planning on keeping the fish for food, make sure you get it on ice as soon as possible.
On ice, baby! There he goes. Now he's gonna go into a nice cold sleep.
Hey, watch me. Hold. Okay.
Little more ice. Right here. One in the bag, baby. Catfish Killers. Catfish Killers. On the real. That's how it goes, baby. All right, y'all. First episode, Catfish Killers down. You know what I'm saying? Catfish Jeezus, Catfish Deltino, Marquette Park. He was right. He was right.
A little bit longer, but it got a few more.
Yeah, but we gotta go. Thank you for watching. Catfish Killers signing off. Catch you next time.